Thank you, Samantha. Imagine you've been asked to give the biggest presentation of your career before hundreds of people, maybe thousands. My advice to you, don't pass up the opportunity. Every one of you have just such an opportunity coming up next month. In January, we have our club speech contests. I participated in a club speech contest. I was actually asked to be the model speaker for one such contest years ago. I jumped on the opportunity. A model speech contest is actually an evaluation contest. I was the model speaker. That means you give a presentation and you're going to get 6 evaluations of your speech. You better have a thick hide because it's coming at you. I arrived. What did it look like? Looked like this.
Wow.
Wait a minute. Somebody didn't tell me about this part. This speech contest was actually held down at the Gateway Community College, and they have an amphitheater-style presentation room just like this. This one happens to be in New York City, but Gateway's is very similar. I was mic'd. I gave my model speech of me being a pilot, a student pilot, taking my first solo flight. Fantastic opportunity. But I did not expect the number of people. Why? I failed to do something. I failed to be prepared. I wasn't ready for that many people. But the opportunity was perfect for me. And I'm here to give you 5 good reasons how to be prepared for your opportunities that are coming for you in the future, particularly the speech contest next month. First thing you need to do, be prepared. Ask, where is it located? Where are you going to do? Where's the lectern? Where's the audience location? What's the speaking area? What's the speaking area that I get to present in? Well, this was given to me at the last minute. You might not want to wait that long. Go find out earlier. Understand where the audience is, the stage location. What are the steps? Where's the ramp? Don't make an entrance by tripping on the steps going up to the platform. We've seen that happen. Be prepared is one of the big things. You need to ask questions. I came, I got mic'd, I was prepared. I gave my speech, and I got 6 evaluations. And it was a fantastic opportunity that I'm glad I went. Also, know what the room conditions are. The temperature, the lighting. The lighting comes in later, too. Any discrete entries for latecomers? You want to minimize the amount of noise that the audience is going to have when you're giving your presentation. You want their focus on you. You want them to be memorizing your words. And I gave them my speech, my model speech about my time as a pilot and the time that I took off for the first time in a plane by myself. Nobody else in the plane. Were you ready for that? Are you ready for those kind of opportunities? Speaking, public speaking is the same thing. You have to be ready for that opportunity. Next thing, this is another opportunity. This happens to be in Hanover, Germany, Leipzig University. It's the Chem Lab, believe it or not. A beautiful lecture hall. But know how you're going to enter, how you're going to set up, how people are going to be arranged, and know what be prepared for what the environment is. You will be given opportunities like this. Even here in Toastmasters, we have presentations that are in big buildings. Another one, like this. This is actually used for contest speeches down at Intel. It's just down south of Chandler. We use this opportunity. Do you know how to set up for such a speech contest? This is an excellent vehicle. Being a Toastmasters, you can prepare for these kind of large presentations and be ready for the one that helps your career. It's important that we know that these opportunities are there and how to take advantage of them. Technology troubles, avoid them. This happens to be a microphone. I'm mic'd this morning. I have a microphone on, but it's a pickup mic. It's not an amplification mic. If you've never used an amplification mic, you will hear the echo of your voice as you're speaking. That can be used positive, if you know what you're doing, or it might intimidate you hearing it echo in the room. But people need to hear you. In large venues, you need to be heard. Get comfortable with a microphone. Understand what they can do. It will help you deliver jokes. If you want to emphasize particular words, you can hold the microphone just slightly different, and you can deliver that punchline by using the amplification of the microphone. When you see somebody who knows how to use how to work that microphone, you can tell they practiced with that microphone. Microphones. Anytime you've got presentations over 100 people, or the average audience is over 50, use a microphone. If you're given the opportunity, take the microphone. Why? Anybody have any idea why? It's hard. You're not going to hear you, right? You need the amplification. There's poor acoustics in some rooms, and there's voice strain if you're going to be trying to amplify your own voice manually. Use the microphone. Visual aids. Know where they're located. Make sure the entire audience can see the visual aids clearly, can read what's there, and be prepared for equipment incompatibility. All of a sudden, you brought a laptop. It has an HDMI connector on it. The projector has a VGA connector. Are you prepared to handle all the connections? Are you prepared with all these opportunities? And what happens if all of a sudden the technology breaks? Be prepared with handouts that you can hand out to everybody and give to your audience, just in case it breaks down on you. Memorize your key points, but don't memorize every word. Know what key points you want to make and tell the story for each one of your key points. Remember I was giving that model speech? The big payoff there, when I was done, was to see one woman come out of the audience, work their way through that entire crowd that you saw, and come up to me and shake my hand. Because she remembered the time when she soloed in her first aircraft. And she wanted to thank me personally for the speech I gave that morning. That was a fantastic opportunity. Know your audience. I can't stress this one point enough. Understand what they need to hear and how to say it to them. Beyond that, use your own personal stories. Your personal story of being a pilot and how you felt on that first takeoff, the sweat that was on you as you flew for the first time by yourself, and the pure rush of adrenaline. That adds so much to any presentation you're given. Put your improvements in gradually and arrange for feedback from people. Provide an introduction for yourself, like you heard this morning. Have that introduction ready. Prepare yourself physically. It's going to be demanding being in front of that many people, but it pays off. And have a mental rehearsal. Lastly, participate in Toastmasters regularly. Practice, preparation are the two most important things you can do. It will lead to excellence. And you can deliver that fantastic speech in front of your audience. Thank you.